The Obama administration has offered its first detailed defence of drone strikes targeting terrorists on foreign soil. Speaking in Washington on the eve of the anniversary of the killing of Osama bin Laden, the president's top counter-terrorism advisor has argued that the attack by remotely piloted aircraft are legal, ethical and necessary. North America correspondent Craig McMurtry reports.
US drone strikes remain a sore point. Despite Pakistan's objections, last weekend a CIA-operated remotely piloted drone targeted an abandoned school building in North Waziristan, killing 3 suspected Taliban fighters, said to be members of the Haqqani network.
Pakistan needs to rid itself of these foreign militants and these foreign terrorists that have taken root inside of Pakistan.
Speaking in Washington, the White House counter-terrorism chief argued that the US isn't seeking vengeance. John Brennan says the attacks by US Predator and Reaper drones are legal and proportional. But he also acknowledged that there have been civilian deaths and there's growing pressure for more transparency.
So let me say it as simply as I can. Yes, in full accordance with the law, and in order to prevent terrorist attacks on the United States and to save American lives, the United States government conducts targeted strikes against specific al-Qaeda terrorists, sometimes using remotely piloted aircraft, often referred to publicly as drones. And I'm here today because President Obama has instructed us to be more open with the American people about these efforts.
Speaking on the eve of the first anniversary of Osama bin Laden's death, the senior White House advisor also says al-Qaeda is now a shadow of what it once was. A year on, the Obama campaign's released a new web video highlighting the successful strike, featuring former President Bill Clinton.
That's one thing George Bush said that was right. The president is the decider-in-chief. Suppose the Navy SEALs had gone in there and it hadn't been bin Laden. Suppose they'd been captured or killed. The downside would have been horrible for him. But he reasoned, I cannot in good conscience do nothing. He took the harder and the more honorable path.
The Obama campaign is also reminding Americans that in a 2007 interview, Mitt Romney questioned whether it was worth spending billions of dollars to catch one person, also criticising then-candidate Obama for talking openly of striking terrorist targets in Pakistan. The presumptive 2012 Republican nominee is laughing it off.
You would have given the order, Governor? Of course. Even Jimmy Carter would have given that order.
I just recommend that everybody take a look at people's previous statements in terms of whether they thought it was appropriate to go into Pakistan and take out bin Laden. I assume that people meant what they said when they said it. That's been at least my practice. I said that I'd go after bin Laden if we had a clear shot at him, and I did. If there are others who have said one thing and now suggest they do something else, then I'd go ahead and let them explain it.
Taking public credit isn't without political risk. Republicans are already calling it a cheap shot. But there's little doubt that the Obama campaign believes the successful strike on the al-Qaeda leader is a potent political weapon against an opponent who's been accused of being a political flip-flopper. Craig McMurtry, Lateline.